Good evening, everybody. I shall be talking about laser-induced ocular injuries. I have no financial interest to declare.
Sanskriti, you
So,
can come this side, please.
the applications of laser in today's era is in the healthcare, manufacturing industries, military, and entertainment. And most of the laser-induced ocular injuries are because of misuse of handheld laser pointers by children or those used in the military, misfire of laser during cosmetic procedures, or laser-induced ocular injuries because of decorative lights in festivals and in concerts. According to FDA, 5 milliwatt is a standard for lasers and laser projectors used during laser light shows. I shall be presenting one of my case by means of an animated explainer video.
Hello. I hope you all are
Can
doing
I have
well.
the video
I
audio,
am
please?
Dr. Jay. I am gonna share with you an intriguing case today. So let's get started without an ado. A 28-year-old female dermatology PG resident presented to us with complaints of diminution of vision in the right eye for the past 3 hours. She gave history of unprotected exposure to Q-switched ND-YAG laser, which is used for cosmetic procedures in dermatology. Her best corrected vision in the right eye was 1 by 60 while in the left eye was 6.6. Anterior segment was within normal limits in the right eye. But to our horror, her right eye fundus picture looked like this. A large retinal hole caused by laser burn, approximately 4 disc diameters in size, located supratemporal to the macula. The hole was seen to bleed fresh blood into the vitreous cavity. Decision to barrage the hole with retina green laser was made. The patient was given anti-inflammatory medication and was asked to maintain a propped up position and to avoid coughing and straining. The patient returned 3 days later with a BCVA of 6.6 parts showing resolving vitreous hemorrhage. Barrage laser marks could be seen all around the hole except for the inferior border because of obscuration by the downflowing thick blood stream. So in this visit, barrage laser was completed and the patient was asked to take the similar precautions as described before. 1 week later, the patient continued showing signs of improvement with resolving vitreous hemorrhage and a well-barraged retinal hole. 3 weeks later, patient was back at BCVA 6.6. She has been advised regular retina evaluation to look for development of complications like CNVM and ERM. She was advised to always wear safety glasses while doing a laser procedure. Hope you found this case worth your time. We would love to.
So, laser injury during the cosmetic procedure in a dermatologist is very rare with very few prior case reports. Q-switched Nd:YAG laser has a wavelength of 1064 nanometer and it penetrates into the deeper regions of the skin and it destroys deep-seated dermal melanocytes by selective photothermolysis and therefore is used by dermatologists to treat nevus of ota and hori or to remove the tattoos. Lasers are widely used in cosmetic medicine, scientific research, and industry. The eye can be injured during cosmetic laser procedures involving the face. Accidental laser discharge during the preparation of laser device is the most common cause of laser-induced retinal injury, and the lack of use of protective goggles is another one big reason. The laser light wavelengths between 400 and 1400 nanometer can damage the retina as they can be transmitted through the clear media of the eye. Higher wavelengths and shorter pulse durations cause more severe mechanical damage to the retina. The factors of the laser beam include high directionality, energy, irradiance, coherence, and power, which can cause high intensity damage to the retina. And the severity of retinal damage depends upon the wavelength, duration of exposure, spot size, power, and location. The site of damage depends upon the energy. If it is less than 1.4 millijoules, the RP is affected. If it is of the order of 1.9 millijoules, RP, neurosensitive retina, and Bruch's membrane is affected. If it is around 2.8 millijoules, then whole of choroid and retina is affected. There is disruption of the choriocapillaries, Bruch's membrane, and the RP when there is injury by Q-switch Nd:YAG laser. And the RP absorbs the energy directed by the laser, which leads to tissue ionization and plasma formation, followed by an acoustic shock wave, which leads to mechanical disruption of the retina. The manifestations could include preretinal, interretinal, subretinal, or vitreous hemorrhage, macular hole, or peripheral retinal holes, and foveal burns. This is another 19-year-old patient who was attending a disco party and he had the history of looking directly at the laser light, and he presented to us with a small sub-ILM bleed and his vision was 636 at presentation. And we just observed the patient, and in a matter of 1 month he improved back to 6.9. This is another patient who gave similar history, and he had just subtle changes at the ISOS level, photic maculopathy. The complications include choroidal scarring and CNVM and ERM.
Your
and the
time is
prevention.
out, Doctor.
I'm done. Thank you.